And we're back. We were playing with the rolling thing. Sorry, chat. I'll take you back to where we were actually at. So, we have a direction. We know where we know vaguely what direction we're going. How do you want to set out? Do you just want to follow the cable? Do you want to like gear up or anything? I think this is a good place to maybe use our jump forward into the action roll. Was that your microphone? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it made a noise. I was trying to put it away without it making. It's like a haunted house door effect.
Yeah, it's like
I was like, what?
I've never heard it make that before. I'm so sorry.
It was great. I loved it.
It was like someone was like accenting what Ash was saying.
Yeah, I feel like I mean this is up to y'all. I'm just flash forward seems like it might be helpful. Mm-hmm. Jump ahead. So
we flash forward to us victorious. Shard is having a great day. Netfox is burnt to the ground. Does that sound like a good point to jump forward to?
Name your target or destination and your approach.
I feel like I just did.
Netfox and Stelvy?
I think wherever the cable actually goes.
That seems reasonable.
Because it is possible that it doesn't actually go to Netfox, and I was wrong.
And it's okay.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to have someone in the sewers following the cable, radioing to us in the truck? We take the truck.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm happy to truck. I can truck.
I'm good at sewers.
Yes, you are. You and Corbo can be like sewer buddies.
Yes.
The rest of us pile in the truck and.
Yeah, sounds good. So it sounds like
listen to death metal.
I will drive the truck.
Yep. Sounds like you are on point then, Val.
Ooh. What does that mean I have to roll?
So everyone describes how they get there, and you all roll together. As long as you have one person rolling soul, one person on point rolling soul, one person on logistics rolling body, and one person on cleanup rolling mind. So cleanup is making sure that you don't like leave evidence that you were here, or things like that. Like making sure that you don't get additional problems coming up while you go.
I can do cleanup.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is cleanup just diligence?
Yeah, yeah. And soul is being on point, I think, is confidence. Yeah. And then body would be probably be up to you, whichever you prefer.
I'll do the body one.
Yep.
So I'll team up with Sleepy with diligence.
Yep. So everyone roll
on point with my mind.
Yeah. Cool. So everyone do the thing, and we'll see how well we do getting there.
Can I use a skill, or is it just a straight body?
That's what I was asking. You can choose if there's a skill that you think is appropriate to driving.
I would say potentially I could either be using endurance or sneaking.
Yeah,
depending on
either of those would work. I think it sounds like sneaking.
Right, which is hilarious because that truck is.
Maybe you find somewhere really sneaky to park.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I figure the way cleanup works is we're like checking like traffic cams and stuff in the area, and like making sure that like we go through their blind spots and things like that.
Yep.
You know how we were talking about that chaos floor?
Yeah. Yep.
So you're probably going to want. So flash forward is a specific instance of like working together. Okay, all right. Yeah. Doing one team. I just love the fact that Sleepy rolled a 17 and got a fucking tilt. That's bullshit. Like, I should be able to kill you for that, but
Sleepy is
Yeah.
the best, actually.
Sleep is
I-
indestructible.
I would like to make the case that me rolling magical work makes sense here because I am in the sewer, which is the place of my native element, and I'm magicking my way through the sewer, all disgusting and full of filth.
how is your... explain to me your magic for following the cable and like, what does that look like?
Well, I mean, also more importantly, a cable is made out of metal, is my understanding.
Yep.
That's me looking for confirmation because I don't actually know how that works.
Yes.
My memory is that metal falls under Earth,
Which it is.
and I have both Judge and Earth.
Okay, so you're going to. Oh, all right. So you're going to use your So, like, I want to play this out a little just to like get a good feeling for it.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's like I think I'm down there. It's in the dark, right? Because like, why would there be light down there? And Val is not bothering to make light. Like, she's just following the cable because she can feel where it is.
Yep.
And is just like walking, and like any like dangerous sharp object that she would like that a normal person would be at risk of like stumbling into, just like rots and like collapses and falls away as she's traveling.
So I want to know, and this is the important part, and this is what makes me like dubious.
Mm-hmm.
When there are all of these cables next to each other, right, and they have like energy and data and those sorts of things flowing through them, they become etherically a gestalt entity of fire and earth. How are you going to talk to this cable and identify it amongst the great like mess, right? It's like it's like being like, okay, I'm going to put a drop in of like water in this like stream, and then I'm going to follow it, right? Like,
Because it's the one with the blinking lights.
cool.
This is Val's level.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't understand the digital stuff, but like the blinky light cable is the right cable to follow.
So yeah. Like in the ethereal, how do you address, like, you've got a crowd, right, of people. They are cables. What do you like? In the same way that I would be like, is there a doctor in the house, right? Like, how do you address these cables so that the cable that you want etherically presents itself?
Yeah, so I think she's mumbling as well as she goes. And she's telling the story, like a story from her childhood, of like being in the Netfox building and like looking up at the wall and like the great big logo that was on the wall in the arena where they taught her how to fight people. And like, there are all of these like really horrifying stories if you like stop and consider in context like the age that she was and the content of the stories, but she's glossing over all of those bits. It is just like, and the big Netflix logo on the wall. Let me describe it to you. It was a fox, and it was sitting on a spiderweb. Like,
yep, excellent. So yeah, I think then you can roll mystical work then. Yeah, that's
cool.
I like the idea that Val has the radio going the whole time and we all hear this.
I like the fact that you then also hear, like, maybe you also hear Corbo's like chiming in, like, that reminds me of the time that I had to kill and eat my little brother in order to survive a very hard, in order to survive a very hard end of financial year period.
Yeah, this is Val and Corbo's like weird. This is like that thing that happens in the third season of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where everyone gets to go on a life-changing field trip with Zuko. This is like Val and Corbo's life-changing, like, make them friends road trip.
Yep, I love it. So,
cool.
Roll your mystical work, friend.
Is there challenge value?
Yes. Yeah.
No one else had a challenge value.
Oh wait, no, it's not a challenge value because it's. Let me check the rules. Let me check the rules of this game I wrote. Not for flash forward, there isn't.
Whew.
Nicely done. Yeah, excellent. That's enough to actually make up for someone else's failure.
Emily, It's okay. I got you.
Thank you.
So I like the fact that what does this look like? Because like Emily's about to Aula is about to run a red light that they haven't spotted, because you're 3 stories above the ground at the moment, because that's the way that the road has done the thing where it just stops being on the ground for a while and starts being bridges and overpasses and stuff.
I think it's totally incidental. I think something in the story that Val is telling is like about a bright light. Either that, or she interrupts her story to say "Oh wait, follow that light," meaning talking about where they are. But whatever it is makes me go, "Oh yes, shit!" And I slam on the brakes at the last moment, something like that.
I like the idea that it's actually Corbo says something horrifying and you just slam on the brakes because you're like, that's horrifying. Corbo is yeah.
Moments later, because I'm guessing this hover cars just kind of flashes in front of us.
Yeah, cool.
This is the bit where Corbo is starting about talking about eating siblings. And I'm just like, yeah, they tried to make me do that to Aula at one point.
Yep.
And Aula's just like, what? He slams on the brakes.
And I think Sleepy and Shard just slam into whatever's in front of them.
Yeah. Shard, I need you to also roll just to check to see if you don't. And because this is working together, you just need to get a tilt to be successful.
Okay. What do you need me to roll?
You're rolling diligence.
Okay. No problem.
Excellent. Good job.
For a change.
Yeah. So yeah, you all. So the cable. So the cable ends up in a spot where it's going straight up. Which presumably means that the building that is above wherever you are, Val, is the one that contains whatever it is you're looking for.
Nice.
I think the parking lot that you'll find yourselves in is one that is a solid 12 stories above the ground, I think it's actually the parking lot is inside a mall, right? You've had to drive into a mall, and then there's a parking lot inside it, and it's this weird shared space. And I think it's really obvious that this is not a mall that is set up for it's got I'm trying to think of references that will make sense to people who aren't Australians. It's got low end stuff, not expensive Zara rather than actual Chanel and things like that, right? But
it's pretty normal mall in Canada.
Yeah. So I think you smell the waft of a food court section, where it's just all of these different kinds of fried meats and sauces and things, all on frying pans and in fries. Everything's being cooked as quickly as possible. I think someone just walks past with a okonomiyaki burrito.
What?
And just is
Okay, but now I'm curious as to is the okonomiyaki the filling or the
Oh, it would have to be. It doesn't have the structural integrity to hold together.
You're right, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hold together.
It'd be an okonomiyaki built on you'd build the normal okonomiyaki and then you would lay a burrito as the top layer and then flip it and then put the sauce over there and then fold it probably.
Yep. So yeah, this person walks past and just pulls a child behind them on the so I think it's a larger human, we quote unquote, looking woman, but like I think the child is definitely elvish, and it's just being like pulled along on like one of those harnesses, and they're not walking; they're just being pulled along on their butt as this woman eats her like.
That sounds like kidnapping.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the child is just like sitting and being like, like just complaining, and is like, Mom, I want the new Pokemon. Mom, I want, like, yeah, just names like, you know, the 12
Pokemon Adamantium.
Like, yeah, well, no. Then they name a specific Pokemon, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They name one of the like 12 million Pokemons or whatever. And like, yeah, like, and like as you get out of the car to like try and meet each other, you go past a place where you can just like buy a Bulbasaur because they just genetically engineer them, and like, you know, as a pet. But yeah,
Makes sense. We found one in the ocean. Why not?
yeah.
At least that explains that.
But yes, on apparently the cable here runs up the elevator shaft. But you can't know how high without like getting into the elevator shaft. So, Val, like you're underground at the base of this elevator shaft, just seeing the cable run up, and like, yeah, there are the elevators are just going like whoosh, like up and down. There's no cables for elevators because why would you have cables when you can just put levitation spells on them?
Yeah, is this like a normal elevator shaft in that there is more room in it than just the room that elevators occupy because like maintenance would have it? Yeah. So I'm just gonna go into one of the like clear bits that isn't being elevated, right? Like a clear section of airspace, and I'm gonna like cock my head at Corbo.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, you, buddy, do you wanna come with us, or you could go back to the bar?
And Corbo's like, oh, I'm very lost.
Oh, okay.
I was just following you. You seem to know where you were going.
Okay, you... Ala,
Yep.
we made a mistake.
Why?
Our Corbo doesn't know the way back. So he's stuck down here.
Shard leans forward. Is like, could wait in the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, okay, good. Corbo, come stand here.
Yeah, and like it just comes in like stands as close to you as humanly possible. Koboldly possible.
I don't mind. That's totally chill. And I'm gonna clap my hands together and put them down. I just like kneel down and like put them on the dirt under me and just like start to like rise up on a pillar of rock in the most formidable.
I mean, yeah, it's concrete, but yeah, you can 100% just have a pillar of concrete.
Close enough.
Yeah, roll your mystical work.
It's all earth to me. And can Corbo help? Is Corbo magic?
Corbo can sing you the ancient
Corbo can
ladder climbing song, themed to Snake Eater.
Corbo. Go Corbo.
Yeah, you need to pay for Corbo if you want him to be able to help.
If we're gonna leave him in the car, I don't want to pay for him. That'd be a bit of a waste.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. Let's see what fucking happens. What happened? I did it!
You nailed it. I mean, your thresholds are pretty low at this point, so yeah, nicely done.
I've been spending money on them.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, you get up to the level, like you can get up to, I think you can get up to like the ground floor of the mall like this. I don't think you can get like up to the level that the others are on, so you'll have to like actually go and like get into the elevator or like take the stairs or something. Because I think like going up like past a certain point is just going to make it like, it'll be like trying to balance on spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you come out into the mall and I think there's someone immediately trying to sell you like it's like Pretty lady, you look very nice today. I see you're here with your friend. Maybe you want to look extra pretty. I have these wonderful things here for you." And he's just got like a bunch of what are clearly stolen, like watches and bits of jewelry and things, just laid out. And like he sat there like on like a honest to god like stall next to a florist, but he's clearly selling stolen stuff and is trying to hook you up to like and like I think he turns to Kobo and is like, "Hey, you want to buy something for your girlfriend?"
I think Val like cocks her head like she's doing a very complex piece of math. And like goes to like open her mouth and like we can almost like see the beginning of like Aula, but then she remembers this morning Aula being like, "Things that are not about maybe doing violence are not my problem." And she's like, "I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna make a moral decision," and is like doing the morality math.
Believe in you.
Because like on the one hand, consent and people's property is important, but on the other hand, stealing is wrong. And so she reaches out and picks up a watch and takes off her glove and melts the watch with it and then looks at the guy and says to him, "Stealing is wrong."
Holy shit, security! And like, yeah, he starts like freaking out, unless you want to do something to like make him not freak out about the fact that you're just outright wrecking his merch.
It was one watch.
Yeah, I know, but it was also like he's specifically selling things that are like, you know, at least fake Rolexes.
Yeah, and so yeah, she just like puts her like glove back on and reaches out and pats him on the shoulder and is like, "I know it's hard, but stealing is wrong." And then just like turns around and walks away and is like, "Come on, Corvo."
Can you roll diligence? I think.
Okay.
Let me just check. Let me check to see what makes sense here. I'm just gonna check the description.
Confidence.
You've broken me. I mean, yeah. Let's look. Confidence. Roll confidence anytime you're trying to avoid emotional, social, or mystical trouble. This is social trouble. Roll confidence. Fuck me.
I'm very confident.
This is amazing. I love the idea that you just... Yep, you just tell him stealing is wrong and he doesn't call security.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I am very surprised that he would try to call security when all of his merch is clearly stolen.
Yeah, it's the cyberpunk future. Stealing is like, you know, yeah.
Stealing is wrong, Ash.
Yeah. So yeah, you walk past like petting zoo set up with like snakes and like servals and like
Dude, the
and like
snakes look
beavers.
stolen.
Pardon?
Did the snakes look stolen?
No.
Okay, good.
But yeah, so there's like there's like snakes and beavers and like a baby baby griffin and like there are children all just like freaking out about the baby animal.
I stopped to pat the baby griffin.
Okay, yep. So it takes about 20 minutes for
Yeah, Val and Corvo show up and like Corvo's got some candy cane.
It definitely has like,
and I've got an ice cream.
Yeah, like Corbo's definitely got like genuine fairy floss.
Yeah, and like he's got like a new T-shirt, and it's like I love New York, but for whatever city we're in.
No,
and like I've got like a shitty plastic bracelet. Like we just show up looking like we've just like done the whole mall adventure on the way.
That's so good.
I like the idea that it's like I love Morocco or something. It's not even a place that you are.
Yeah, I think that's way more cyberpunk for sure.
Yeah. All right. So you've all caught up with each other.
No, wait.
Yeah. Corbo has had a manicure and has genuine fairy floss and a T-shirt.
I've only got one shoe on, and I show everyone how I got my nails painted on my unshoed foot. I couldn't get my hand nails done because that would be dangerous.
I guess that makes sense.
Our man had stolen things.
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm like, okay.
And he said, Cobber should buy them for me because we are dating now. And so then
Congrats.
thank you. So then I said to the guy that stealing is wrong because that's
Okay.
what Sean told me.
Cool. Good
And I
job.
didn't
I'm
call
proud of
for
you.
help.
What was that, Ben?
And I didn't call for help.
Good job. I'm proud of you. That's great. Well done.
Yeah, and they she reaches inside her pocket and pulls out God, what's a thing that's really, really, it's like a little stuffed bear or something. I think we stopped off at the arcade for 10 minutes. Yeah. And it's like a shitty little, it's like an owl bear, it's a little stuffed owl bear that I won at the arcade. And I handed it to you and I'm like, I got you this.
Shad is really loudly
Yeah.
pulled out their phone and is just looking at the clock.
I'm sorry, Shad, I didn't get you anything. That was wrong. Friends are important.
Well, there's always next time.
And her eyes light up oh my god, we could do this again.
I assume that Sleepy has fallen asleep in the van.
Oh yeah, Sleepy, they made the mistake of putting Sleepy next to the windows, so she's just up against it, you know. But she keeps mumbling Owler, I want belt sushi.
That's so cute. I love the idea that she's just mumbling it so quietly that actually no one hears, but she's just.
I like the idea that it's so quiet that no one hears until someone comes up and is like, "What are you saying?"
Yeah. What is she saying? She keeps saying something.
She's just listing her favorite roles in order.
I like the idea of Ella translating and being like, "Oh, that's what she's saying," and then Shada's like, "Oh, good idea."
Okay.
We're so useless.
So if you all head up the stairs towards the roof, and by the time you get there, you're all carrying sushi.
Do we just go to the mall? Maybe we just go to the mall. Maybe we're you know what?
I've made the first mistake of GMing, which is give players the option to shop.
Exactly.
This is hilarious.
We solve our problem.
I was like, this would be awesome if we just all end up going to the shops.
We montage through a shopping trip. We all visit the arcade. We go to the Walkman store. We visit the cinema. We have a bunch of fun. We go
to the arcade, and then Sleepy and Shard, between the two of them, just win all of the plushies out of the claw machine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then they start distributing them, just sharing them out.
We discovered that Val is really bad at most games and just gets frustrated and just reaches through makes holes in the machines and reaches through just take things. Yeah.
All right. So, you go shopping. Good job, team.
Sorry. Okay.
Look, I'm not stopping you. You'll do what you like. I assume that everyone now has a I Love Morocco shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have matching team shirts, and we're holding hand rolls, so we're just munching on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're the Morocco.
Shada's already altered their shirt. It's sleeves are torn off and.
Yes. Sick.
This is now the Morocco clique. We hang out with the backup street shit kids sometimes. They've got jackets. We've got t-shirts.
Shitty t-shirts.
Okay, question. Wait, no, we just did. I was like, I was looking at the time, being like, is it time to like take a break and like look at what the hell we're actually doing?
It is time to take a break.
Because I think we've kind of lost the plot.
That's okay. That's fine.
I think we found the plot, Emily.
The plot is
shopping. Clique stay at the mall, yeah.
The real plot was the friendship we found along the way.
Yeah. At least I feel like we deserve some downtime, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair.
Corbo has a shirt too, but it's just like 9 sizes too big.
Corbo has like 3 or 4 different t-shirts. And it's wearing all.
Is definitely wearing one as pants and another as like a head wrap.
There's just like drool all down the front.
He's got one like, and the arms are tied around his neck, so it's like a little cape.
He also now has he's also now got like a temporary tattoo that just says I love Val, like with like a heart.